Bow! Hi everyone, this is Papa Zero here once again on Windows 95, and today we will be inspecting a rather fascinating cast while channeling Detonate Dead Eldritch Battery Juggernaut build. That is a mouthful! Perhaps you have seen a similar build around town, maybe an occultist dance the fiery dance of death around your neck of the woods. But have you ever seen a Juggernaut dance? Huh? Oh, you have? Well, if the answer is yes, then please share your POB or link, because I would love to see it. This build is a reincarnation of a 3.13 build I made oh so many moons ago. You heard correct. Over 2 years ago, I made a spectacular, spacious chieftain build that got a couple of glances, might I add. I will actually give you the POB link to the 3.13 chieftain build down below, so you can see for yourself. But originally I built it with a massive amount of life regen and almost no defenses. The life recovery rate through ascendancy and a few other items made it possible to get insane regen. Alas, it was not meant to last. You see what I did there? Since that has been nerfed quite a few times, as well as few other things have changed, like cast while channeling, spells costing mana upon triggering, and Tempest Shield costing mana reservation, I decided to go a different route. Initially, I want to use the Annihilation boots on this build instead of the Pathfinder you might have seen in my previous video. And through much investment, I was able to sustain being flame touched. However, the build did not do any damage. So after tinkering with it, trying out many different setups, I decided to go with a nice poison damage build with a decent amount of regen and some actual defenses. I do have a corrupted blood immunity on one of my jewels, but pretty much any dot damage is not a problem at all for this build, hence no life flasks. At 10 endurance charges, we're running at positive, that's right, you heard correctly, positive 2400 life regen. Nice! We're also using Eldritch Battery on this jug. EB on jug, dang! I know. I really went all out for you guys for this one. I do have a flask with reduced mana cost of skills during effect, and flask with energy shield leech. And there are a few times where we are running a little thin on energy shield to trigger our DD, but overall it's not an issue. I could see if you're in a prolonged fight and you're triggering it non-stop for a long time, but the Val DD helps with such pesky little instances. Furthermore, we are not running Purity of Elements or permaflasks to satisfy elemental resistances. Wow, Papa Zero, I am impressed. Okay, hold them Broncos. It was really hard to get elemental resistances on this build, but I knew that endurance charges would carry us. So I took the liberty of being slightly undercapped on our res until we make our first move when we enter a new zone. Now, we're only vulnerable slightly for about 2 seconds, guys. It's okay. However, upon clicking the left mouse button, an enduring cry surging lavishly through our vivacious bod, and those beautiful cantaloupe-esque tiger-ish orbs appearing around our personal space area, we are more than fine, for we are resistance capped. I also wanted to treat you guys with a cool weapon I bought maybe 2 months ago that I was finally able to utilize along with the Squire Shield for some sweet DD action. So, without further ado, here we go. Bow! Look at this beautiful scepter. Gorgeous. 9-link DD action. This is, of course, the original Sin Ring. Can't forget that. What do we rely on and want? That's right, Wither. How do we get it? Boom. Glorious Vanity Jewel, Ritual of Shadows. Withering Totems. We also have, 14 Wither stacks with 1 Withering Step. Click. Dang! Divergent HOA and Scepting Spells to ensure we have that 100% chance to poison. Our Corpse Walker boots give us them corpses we so desperately need to be able to trigger the DD. Once again, using gentle gloves that provide damage with temp chains and explosions. Malevolence and anger. Last but not least, a relic with elemental overload. For defenses, we got 10 endurance charges and that beautiful regen. We have determination with all of our flasks. We're roughly around 66k armor, not bad. I initially wanted to go for all max res on the tree because, Annihilation boots. So this chest was perfect for that. Even has reduced fire damage taken. You can't make this stuff up, guys. But after dropping the boots, I didn't replace the chest. Honestly, you don't need the implicits. You probably don't even need this chest, but it does add about 1200 life regen. Nice. Alternative setup. Honestly, guys, I mean, it's hard to perfect something that's pretty dang perfect. But if you're having trouble with your ES sustain, maybe look into energy shield recharge rate. Maybe run discipline. Maybe ES gain on hit Watcher's Eye if you're running discipline. Instead of unrelenting, you could grab unbreakable, especially if you're stacking more armor than I am. Could go for max res on the tree because you're very close. But then you might have to lose a cluster jewel. Lose damage for defense. You decide. Maybe drop AB and get yourself a nice devouring diadem helm. No original ring setup. Get the Anomalous DD, which has fire to chaos conversion when quantified. Yeah, get ways to lower the enemy's chaos resistances, such as a helm craftings or additional curse, like despair. You'll still lose a little bit of damage, but it's pretty dang comparable. Like, this is a pretty good step from X to Y. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on another beautiful build.